Ladies and gentlemen, our guest speaker hails from the Dallas, Texas area. And I'm going to tell you something. This guy made a decision to not sleep on the bed until he got to his next position, took the air out of his vehicle, so he had to take Uber or get a ride from somebody. I think that's ingenious. To be a leader, it just takes us to get out of our normal everyday thought patterns and think of something different. Think outside of the what? Box. The box. God, ain't it crazy how everything in our life's a box? We get up out of a bed shaped like a box. We have cereal on the table shaped like a box. The cereal comes out of a box. We get in our car shaped like a box. We go to our desk shaped like a box. And then we come home. We sit down on the couch shaped like a box and get in front of the TV box. And then they die. They put us in a pine box. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys are not that. You guys are out of the box. That's what I love about you guys. As an ACN family, we think that way. Without further ado, let's give a warm welcome to none other than Mr. Sam Foster.
All right. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Everybody that's on the call. Of course, I won't run down the list. Thank you, Mr. Thomas, for creating the platform. Mr. Jabri Clemens behind the scenes. Thank you, sir, for that last minute thing that you did for me this morning. I've been ripping and running, guys. I was trying to get a hands on this thing for today, and it kept slipping from me the whole nine. But it's going to be worth it. Trust me, it's going to be worth it. Thank you, Mr. Payon, for getting up, I think, if I'm not mistaken, at 1 o'clock in the morning for being on this call and listening to little old me. Thank you, everybody that's on the call. This is Black Friday, as they call it. I'm getting ready to go all the way in. I think I may want to just sit on my hands right now because it's going to be a humdinger. And the reason why I say that, guys, is because something happened this week that changed my train of thought. Mr. Thomas, you were right. 1,000%. And when I finish this message, you guys are going to realize why he was so right. Listen, if you haven't went back and heard the 3 messages that I had before now, go back and do it when you get time. It's going to mirror what I'm getting ready to say. It's going to marry each other. My messages this month has begun to marry each other. And the reason why I say that is because when I finish this message, you're going to see why I'm saying it. I got a long way to go, short time to get there. Mr. Clemens, if you will, let's play that first intro video. Thank you, sir.
When the show Undercover Billionaire was coming out, 2 days before the show, and I always knew I was going to do this, I called Discovery and said, I want to run ads in the show. 3 executives said, you can't do that. Their lawyer said, you cannot run an ad during the show. I wired $1 million to Discovery. I said, make sure Nancy Daniels sees the check. They called me back. We have figured out a way. I made my $1 million back the first night the ad ran, and I still have 12 weeks of ads. These are the things they don't teach you in school, dude. Commit first, figure the rest out later.
Okay. Did you hear what he said? Commit first and figure out the rest later. Commit first and figure out the rest later. Why are you saying that, Sam? I'm getting to it. I'm trying not to get hype. I'm getting to it. Okay, first of all, guys, I'm going to take you on a trip with me and let you see how my week was, all right? Nothing special to the average person, but this is ACN, and this is why I'm telling you guys, it's pivotal that not only you go back and listen to these 3 messages, but you send this out to your people and you meditate and marinate on it as if you were a pot of gravy for Thanksgiving. Why? This is going to be important. As if you were a pot of gravy on Thanksgiving, you got to let this simmer. And this is the reason why. Because if you heard what he said, commit first and figure it out later. You have to be committed to the process of what we're doing. You have to be committed. Anything that you do that you want to be long lasting, you have to be committed. Watch this. I had a young man on the call Tuesday night. I text Mr. Thomas and told him, say, I had this young man on the call. Guy's 19 years old, really sharp guy, but he has the mentality that most people have. He want to trade time for dollars. And I kept saying to myself, guys, I said, why is this concept of trading time for dollars still ringing in my head? It's been ringing in my head for months. and I'm on the calls every Friday, and I'm saying trade time for dollars. Last week I kept saying you never want to get caught. You never want to get caught doing it. And now I understand why this concept kept ringing in my head. And this is one reason why I'm saying to Mr. Thomas, you were right, sir. You was right. You were right. You were right. But sometimes, like you said, they have to hear from somebody else to make it real to them. And this is why I understand the concept of not trading time for dollars. Give an example. Young man I was talking to, 19 years old. He was talking about his job and this, that, and the other. And I kept telling him, I said, you don't want to trade time for dollars. If you do, you're going to get a tip called a paycheck. If you're taking notes, the title of my message is Stop Tipping Me. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. That's right. I got it. I got it. Stop tipping me. Bob Myers, stop tipping me. Kathleen Williams, stop tipping me. Stop tipping me. Dwight, stop tipping me. That's right, Ismail, all the way in California, stop tipping me. Marvetta, they need to stop tipping me. I get it. Like Mr. Thomas say, I got 2 master's degrees. I earned them, but they were tipping me. Bingo, bingo, ding, 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 ding. You don't want people to tip you. It's like they're putting a carrot in front of your face, making you run like a horse, and you're going to always lose the race. That's right. That's right. You're going to always lose the race. Ursula Allen, Mr. Payan, all the way in Japan. Don't let them tip you. Don't let them tip you. Deborah, don't let them tip you. Please don't let them tip you. Jackie Black, they tipping you. Don't let them tip you. And the reason why I said is Kathleen Williams, you don't want them to tip you is for this reason. The young man texted me this morning and he said, hey, Mr. Foster, they're going to give us overtime on our job. If we come in today for the holiday, they're going to pay us overtime. And I'm sitting here thinking, there's that concept again, trading time for dollars, tipping you with this paycheck. Now they dangle this carrot call, we're going to pay you overtime. Well, let me let you in on something, guys. If they pay you overtime, what difference does it make? They still going to tax you on it. I'm sorry. I'm letting the cat out the bag too early. Tom and Susan Ford, I'm letting the cat out the bag too early. They still gonna tax you on it, and they gonna tax you harder because you don't own anything. You trade time for Okay. I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me slow down a little bit. They're gonna not only tax you on it, but you trade time for dollars, so you got to come in to get it anyway. You got to come, Mr. Thomas. You got to come in to get the money. It's not residual based, so it don't keep rotating. It's called a tip, called a paycheck, and you got to come get it to get it. And okay. I'm getting ahead of myself. Okay. And ladies and gentlemen, I wrote this down so I wouldn't miss anything. That's how excited I was about the message. So watch this. Not only did the young man not realize that they're going to tax him and they still going to tip him, but the people that's going to really make the money is the people that own the company. The business owner, they're going to make the money, Kathleen Williams. They're going to make the money. And guess what I figured out, Mr. Thomas? They won't be there. I'm sorry. I said I wasn't going to holler. I'm sorry. They will not be there. Watch this. They're probably in Hawaii somewhere with their Okay. They're probably in Hawaii somewhere, by the way, off of your sweat equity, because they said they're going to give you overtime pay. Okay, watch this. I go to the Cowboys game yesterday, guys. Go Cowboys. We won the game. I go to the Cowboys game, right? I'm waving the towel around, guys. I'm waving the towel around. Go Cowboys, go Cowboys, Cowboys. And okay, guys, I started observing the crowd, because you know everywhere I go, I'm peeking. It's still an ACN affair now. I'm peeking. Okay. I find it strange that when I get to the game, guys, I'm looking at the crowd. Now they got the entrepreneur, the independent business owners in the suites. You either at the lower suites at the bottom or the higher suites, right? And it finally hit me, trading time for dollars doesn't work. And the reason why it doesn't work, is because I started realizing the concept. I said, well, the people that are in the suites are the business owners. And I started seeing them, putting food in the suites and drinks in the suites. And I said, wait a minute, they not paying for this stuff. But the average crowd is paying 4 to 5 times higher for their food. Watch this now. Watch the concept, guys. They tipping us. Watch this. They're paying 4 to 5 times higher. Now, I don't know about any other stadium, but if you go to get a hot dog, watch this, something to drink, and some popcorn at the stadium that we go to, honestly, you have to mortgage your second born. That's how much it costs for you to get just those 3 items over at our stadium. Now, maybe another stadium charge average prices, but to get a hot dog at the stadium that I frequent, you might as well bring $100. You might as well bring $100. I'm just gonna be honest, but let me get out of that. That's a topic for another day. Once again, now you're putting out money and you're not getting anything back. I often go to the stadium and hear of people coming for the first time. Now they spend thousands, guys. The plane ticket, everything else, they spend thousands. First and only time they ever been. Watch this, guys. And it costs them. But if you're a business owner, let me show you the concept of not trading time for dollars. It won't cost you a dime, because now it becomes a write-off. I couldn't understand it, Mr. Thomas. I couldn't understand it, Mr. Ishmael, when I sat in the suites and I looked around the suites. Now I got a friend of mine who owns a suite. He owns a business here in Texas. And guys, I've been trying to pique him for the last year and a half. I think I'm breaking him down. Because yesterday I had an opportunity to sit there for a second and I'm looking at him, and he invited all these people in his suite, right? I mean, it was crowded. And I'm thinking, at first I was thinking like a regular person. I said, well, it's going to cost him a lot of money. He got all this food getting catered in and this, that, and the other. Then it hit me, Mr. Thomas. I said, aha, watch this, guys. I had a light bulb moment. Aha, aha. I said, wait a minute, Sam. I said, you dummy. You, as in the words of Fred Sanford, you big dummy. It doesn't cost this young man a dime out of his pocket. Their corporate is paying for it, which is his company. The employees have checks officially paid for it. While they're at work, he's in the suite having a good time. Aha, aha. In the last 2 games, guys, he was in Hawaii. While he had a company being catered to in his suite, he was in Hawaii. Off of the corporate dime, he was making residual income. Watch this, guys. The concept hit me like a ton of bricks. Wait a minute. Everything becomes a tax write-off. He's not paying for anything. And now the employee is on the hook. They're working while he's on vacation. They're working while he's on vacation. They're working while he's on vacation. And he don't have to lift the finger. So when he comes in and have some chips and dip and some turkey and this, that, and the other, he telling everybody, eat up, eat up, eat up, because now he's exposing his brand. Now I hear people saying, well, whose suite is that? Whose suite is that? Oh, that's this guy named Tony, and he owns so-and-so. Now his brand's getting bigger, right? He already don't have to pay for anything. Come on, IBO. With your business ID number, let me get out of that. That's a topic for another day. So after everything was over with, I watched him walk around the field just as nice as he wanted to. Everybody else that worked under him he invited a few of the employees that had done a good job to his suite so they can feel good about themselves, guys. Ooh, Tony do this for us and Tony do that for us. Well, that was to make them feel good. No disrespect, but that's corporate America. So you get to go back to the job and say, next year, aha, even you too can be in the suite. Aha, come on, even you too. So you're going to try to work twice as hard just to get in the suite that you already paid for, my friend. Oh, let me get out of that. Let me get out of that. Let me go a little farther with this, Mr. Thomas, and I'm going to be out the way because I got to go to Black Friday and walk around the malls and see all these people break their neck to try to buy something. They should wait till after Christmas. It's going to be cheap. Let me get out of that. Let me get Mr. I'm sorry. See, it's all a game. It's all a game. Black Friday sets you up to be broke the rest of the year. It's all a game. Let me show you how I know it's all a game, guys. They only gonna put out a limit to the amount of things out on the floor anyway to get, that's called bait. That's called bait. Then you're gonna go broke the rest of the year to pay this stuff back. I don't understand the concept. But if you understood residual income that we make over here at ACN, you can relax on that stuff. What you running for? What you running to spend your money? Oh, let me get out of it. Let me take you guys out to the game. Now, I get in my Uber. This is out to the game. And the guy in the Uber, he's getting tipped too. Because remember, I told you guys about the Uber concept. These guys been tricking these guys for a long time. Because if he doesn't get in the car, he doesn't make any money. This is the Uber driver. Come on, guys, they trade time for dollars. They getting a tip. He gets in the car as the Uber driver. Now he tries to do me in. Now he tries to put the sympathy card out, fellas, ladies and gentlemen, the sympathy card. All the way in Japan, because I know they do Uber over there. They pull out the sympathy card during the holidays, guys. Light bulb moment. He tells me, I say, how's it going? You know, I'm forming him. He don't know I'm forming him. So we having small talk. He said, it could be better. He said, thought it'd be better by now, by this time of the day. And I'm like, how so? So he tells me, Bob Meyer, he said, as you can see, he telling me on his phone, he's showing me everybody that tipped him for the day. He said, I hadn't got enough tips. Well, wait a minute. Uber's tipping you. You're using your car. You're using your gas. The only thing Uber provides is the platform. They take most of the money. They're tipping you. Watch this. You're driving me. You're using your car. You got to change your oil. And if you get a flat, watch this. You out of a car. So you make no money. But you're trying to pull my emotional strings by saying nobody's tipping you. Now, wait a minute, guys. We got ACN. So I said, I can show you how you don't need to get a tip anymore and stop trading time for dollars, because everybody that gets in your car, they have to sit in your car. And when they ask you, is this all you do? You can say no and give them some information that could change not only your life, but their life as well. Well, how is that? I said, because everything we do, you're already doing. The only difference is you're not making money or you're not saving money. You do know you already got my stuff. Easy peek, easy peek. You got my stuff already, sir. And I'm all over the country. I'm in 27 countries outside the United States right now as we speak. Aha. I say, as we speak right now, you're literally doing my stuff. That cell phone you just used, that's us. When you go home and you flick on your light, guilty as charged. That's us. The next time you decide to watch TV, that's me too. The next time you want to go traveling somewhere, guilty again. That's me. The next time you decide you want to do some health care and you think that you're an independent contractor as an Uber driver, so you know you're going to need some help. Guilty again. That's me. Now, if you think I'm lying, sir, here's my information, because we believe that documentation will be the conversation. So don't believe nothing I just said. Don't believe nothing I just said. Huh? Matter of fact, I want you to think I'm a scammer. But I want you to go on my website. Huh? Watch this, guys. I want to give you something. Go on my website. Not only will you see my relevant information, but you're going to see my face on the site. So I don't care where you give this information. If they call my phone number, I'm going to pick up and say, hello. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him again. We got him again, Ishmael. We got them all the way in Japan. If you go on my website in Japan, as long as you got an internet connection, you're going to see my info. Wait a minute. You mean to tell me we don't have to trade time for dollars? We don't have to get a tip card, a paycheck. And if you go on my site, you get to see all of my relevant information and you get to call me personally? Well, wait a minute. The last time I thought somebody was scamming somebody, they don't put all that information on there. You mean to tell me this your real phone number on there? Your real phone number? You mean to tell me all your information is relevant? And watch this, guys. Let's say they're going to do their research. Well, all this going to check out. It's going to check out. Because for 30 years, it's checked out, Mr. Thomas. For 30 years now, it's checked out. Now, I haven't even told about the comp plan because that's going to blow the socks off. I don't want to do that yet. I won't do that yet. I want to pause on that. I just want to let you see how relevant, this is what I tell them, how relevant we are. Now, if we're not who I just said we are, call me back and let me know how big of a scam I am. Kathleen, you won't get that. You won't get that call. Bob Myers, you won't get that call. Dave Corbin, you're not going to get that call. Fatty Sherman, you're not going to get that call. You're not getting that call. You're not getting that scam call. See, we so real now, we won't get another call back. They may go into witness protection, but you won't get a phone call saying you're a scam. That's not going to happen, guys, because our documentation beats the conversation all day long. All day long now. Watch this. The Black Friday concept is so whack. It sets you up for debt for the next 365 days of the year. And most people do the Black Friday concept off of emotions, strictly off of emotions. They go and they buy something that's 3 times jacked up and think they got a deal. But just an example now, somebody like Al Thomas, I know he's not going to nobody mall. Why? First of all, he can walk around any day of the week and he's free. Why would you get in traffic to go buy a TV that they only set out 10 for the whole day? They don't want you to buy the TV. They want you to buy everything else around the TV. But they baited you with the TV concept. I don't understand it, guys. But that's when you trade time for dollars. They can do stuff like that worldwide. Now watch this. And I'm going to say this and I'm going to be gone, right? As an IBO, we have little to no overhead, period. Period, guys. I'm just going to give you a few facts and I'm out of here like the wind. As an independent business owner, NACN, you have little to no overhead. If you tell them that, I mean, you let the chips fall where they may. But if you're giving them the facts stand on their own, guys. A traditional business, you got all this overhead and all this other stuff going on and all the bills getting higher and higher and higher. We don't have that. As an independent business owner, what, you $25 a month? That's it. You already in. You $25 a month. That's it. The only thing you're missing, ladies and gentlemen, is your work ethic. Now, with that said, Mr. Clemens, let's roll this second video.
We all wait in life for things to get easier. It will never get easier. What happens is you handle hard better. That's what happens. Most people think that it's going to get easier. Life is going to get easier. Basketball is going to get easier. School's going to get easier. It never gets easier. What happens is you become someone that handles hard stuff better. So that's a mental shift that has to occur in each of your brains. It has to. Because if you go around waiting for stuff to get easier in life, it's never going to happen.
Listen up, guys. The reason why I played that clip is to let you guys know on this call. It's not an accident you're on this call right after the holiday season. Quite frankly, simply put, we should all be thankful for one thing. That's getting up in this morning, for God to have us see another day, and for a company like ACN that has withstood the test of time. Now, the clip said, get stronger. Well, every day we get stronger, guys, in ACN, because we hear the noise, we hear the chatter. But for 30 years, all we have done in ACN is get stronger. Bob Meyer, in 30 years, all we have done in ACN is get stronger every single year for the last 30 years. That's all we've done. So if you guys want to exercise something, let's exercise getting up, walking outside of our residence, and going out to these places, guys, on this Black Friday. And no disrespect to Black Friday, let's watch the circus for a while. Let's watch the circus. Let's sit back and watch the circus, guys. Let's go to the mall. Let's go to the Walmarts. Let's go to all these different stores and just pause and watch the way people are moving to grab clothes and things of that nature that they cannot pay for. And then let's sit back and peak individuals, even if you got to go to a Starbucks and say, hey, what you get this Black Friday? Oh, I got this. This was a deal. This was a deal. This was a deal. And say, I got something better for you. Simply put, my vet, I got something better for you. But what's that? Give them a card. Hey, let me get your phone number. Let me send you something. And let's let that marinate on you. You serve two purposes at that point, guys. You got their relevant information. And now you got an opportunity through the holidays, not only to peak them, guys, but to send them a video like this and let the video do the conversating for you. Now, let them call you back and say to you that what you said to them was a scam. I can guarantee you they won't be saying that. You're going to pick the right people. In the worst case scenario, you get to have them individuals watch this, guys, as a customer. Plainly put, IBOs and customers. Why? Because at this point in life, you ought to be sick and tired of people tipping you. It's time to get residual-based income off of the things that they're already doing. There is no substitute, guys, and we're only going to get better. I can only imagine what the next 30 years is going to look like. But guys, I guarantee you, I'll be in there. With that said, Mr. Clemens, let's roll this last video.
But in the gym, Steph Curry showed you that. I saw him in high school. He looked like a 2-year-old out there, but the boy could shoot. And so what did he do? He kept shooting. So if people think they're going to get it on the pillowcase, it's not going to happen. You can't nap your way to being a great shooter. You need to put the phones down, stop FaceTiming, stop tweeting, and get your butt in the gym. And it don't have to be an hour, 2 hours, 10 minutes after practice every day. That's it. There's no magic formula. There's little secret potions you rub on your hands. Get your butt in the gym and practice. Period. End of story.
Get your butt in these streets. Period. Point blank. End of story. That's been my time. I love you. Let's go.